welcome. This is Netta. The whole goal of my channel is to help you have fun with fashion, feel confident in your style, just conquer the whole style and shopping and beauty thing over 40. So I'm so excited about today's video because this is something that every time I talk about this in my challenges, in my Facebook group, in my live videos, I get so much feedback about it because it really is the simplest method I've found to create a capsule wardrobe. So first, you might want to know what a capsule wardrobe is. So let me explain. A capsule wardrobe is simply a collection of pieces, a limited collection of pieces in your wardrobe that work together to create multiple outfit combinations. So there are lots and lots of approaches to a capsule wardrobe, but I feel like this is the simplest and it's the most user-friendly and it works in real life. You don't have to have a very sleek, very European, very minimal wardrobe for this concept to work. It will work for any woman with any budget, at any age, at any stage, and it really just kind of simplifies the whole process. So again, when we're talking about a capsule, we're talking about deciding on a specific number of pieces that are going to be interchangeable and create multiple outfits in our wardrobes, right? So it really can be a useful tool for anybody who's going through any kind of a transition. So maybe you're going back to work and you need to know how to create and build a wardrobe from the ground up for this new career that you have, but you don't want to break the bank, right? You don't want to spend every dime that you have building a whole new wardrobe. How can you get the most mileage out of the pieces that you're investing in and get multiple outfit combinations out of them? So that's one reason to consider building a capsule wardrobe. It can also be that you've gone through another transition. Maybe it's a weight loss or a weight gain. Maybe it's a lifestyle transition. Maybe you've moved to a new climate. Maybe, you're just tired of all your old clothes and want to start over. Whatever that is for you, I'm actually going to do a separate wardrobe on how to dress during a transition. But honestly, capsule wardrobes are really one of the easiest and most affordable ways to approach building a wardrobe, especially building a wardrobe from scratch. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a capsule from the things that you've already got in your closet. And maybe you might need to fill in a couple little gaps, but really this starts with what you already have. Okay, so let's take this step by step. The very first step is to pick a system. So there are a lot of different approaches to capsule wardrobes. There are, the classic one that Unfancy came up with, which was 37-piece capsule wardrobe, and that's 37 pieces that are designed to last you the entire season. And at the end of the season, you kind of reassess, you buy pieces that have gotten worn out because you're wearing pieces on repeat, right? You kind of reassess and refresh your wardrobe and then make the tweaks that you need for the following season. So it's a season by season process. So in general, depending on your climate, you're going to want to either create 2 capsules a year if you've got a Florida or Texas or whatever climate, like, where you've got warm weather and coolish weather, or you might want to look at creating 4 capsules a year. If you've got 4 seasons, 6 seasons doesn't exist anymore. Sorry. But yeah, if you've got 4 seasons, you might want to do the 4 capsules a year. So the system that I'm going to introduce you to is the one that I recommend trying because I really think it's a starter system. It's the easiest way to really get started on a capsule wardrobe. And it's what I call the cluster system. So a cluster is really just a collection of 6 pieces. So the 6 pieces include 3 tops, 2 bottoms, and 1 jacket or completer piece. In the summer, that completer piece can be a really statement-making necklace or a really great pair of earrings, maybe a kimono, maybe a great pair of shoes, but really the easiest completer piece for an outfit is some sort of a jacket. So again, 3 tops, 2 bottoms, and a jacket. So that's the system that we're going to be working with in this video. And I'm going to show you how that works. Because what you're going to do is with the first cluster is going to be the very first building block of your wardrobe for the season or for the job or for the lifestyle change. And then you're going to build on top of it with subsequent clusters. Okay. Now, the easiest way to start your cluster is to start with neutrals. So I recommend, especially if you're new to this, that you pick neutrals only for the first cluster. I love color. Clearly, I love color. I'm a huge color person, but neutrals are easy to work with for the first cluster. And don't forget that that first cluster is going to be the building block of your wardrobe, okay? So I'm going to show you my first cluster just as an illustration, and I will have an image up here so that you can kind of see what this cluster looks like, okay? So for the first cluster, I picked the 2 bottoms are a pair of jeans and a pair of black pants. Okay. Then I've got my lioness blazer as my completer piece, my jacket. And then I have 3 tops. I have a graphic tee, I have a black blouse, and I have a black and white blouse. Okay, so everything neutral. There's a little pop of color in the graphic tee, but everything else is really neutral. So with these pieces, each of the tops can combine with each of the bottoms, right, to create an outfit. So that's 6 outfits. And then if you add the jacket on top of those 6 outfits, you've got 12 outfits. So you count the jacket outfits differently or separately than you count just the top and bottom outfits, right? So that's 12 outfits total. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, kind of map out what these outfits look like. You want to accessorize them. You want to bring your personality into the wardrobe with accessories. And really, that's one of the ways that you keep capsule wardrobes fun, by accessorizing, by bringing your own personal style into it with accessories. Especially if that first cluster is really, really basic pieces. You're going back to the workplace and maybe you've got a black jacket and black dress pants and, a couple of solid colored blouses. You really are going to want to make it your own with accessories, but we're going to get more into that in a second. The next step is to really decide as you're choosing your pieces, whether you want the tops to be printed or the bottoms to be printed, because if you want that maximum versatility, you're probably going to want to pick prints or detail or patterns in only one half of the outfit, right? Because you want everything to go with everything else. So if you pick printed tops and printed bottoms, you're not going to have that maximum mix and match versatility that you're looking for. So when you're picking the pieces, and you can start with the pieces in your own wardrobe as you build this first cluster, you can pick pieces that, maybe you've got, the most common way really is to go with all patterns just at the tops and then the bottoms to be solid. But of course you can do the opposite. And then you're also going to want the jacket or the completer piece to be solid. Your other option, of course, is to do a printed completer piece and solid tops and bottoms. So only one of the 3 elements, either the tops, the bottoms, or the jackets, can have a pattern or a print if you really want that maximum versatility. And you're going to carry that throughout your wardrobe when you're using clusters to build your wardrobe. Again, as you get more advanced, you can mix and match patterns and prints and do all sorts of cool things, but we're really just kind of getting started here. So the simplest way is to choose either tops, bottoms, or jackets for a print and keep everything else solid. Okay, now you're going to create the outfits and take pictures of the outfits. You can either hang the outfits on the back of a door, you can put the outfits on, and then just really work with them, accessorize them, kind of make them your own. So for example, I would do this and this, so the black top, a black and white top and the black pants with the black jacket. I would add a great colorful pair of earrings. Maybe I'd add my red pumps. I'd add a cool stack of bracelets. So whatever you would do to that outfit to make it complete, put those outfits together, take pictures so that you're starting your lookbook, you're starting your capsule wardrobe outfits, and you have those go-to outfits going into the new stage of life, new climate, new job, new season, whatever it is that you're going into. So creating outfits is step number 4. Okay, so the 5th step is really to use this first cluster as your first building block of your wardrobe. So this is where the system really becomes magical, because once you've got that 6-piece cluster, which can create 12 outfits, you've got this neutral foundation for future clusters. So you can build your wardrobe by adding additional clusters. So for example, I'm going to show you one here, but you can bring color and more pattern in with the next cluster, and that will create 12 to 24 outfits, or 18 to 24 outfits. Math is not my thing. 18 to 24 outfits. And then you can add another cluster. And so exponentially, your number of outfits is going to grow. So say you're going to work 5 days a week. You can theoretically, you can have 2 clusters and get 20 outfits, which is a month's worth of outfits out of 12 pieces, and really still have versatility, that mix and match, that makes your outfits really different every single time and not really feel like you're repeating all the same things over and over again. So you really get a lot of mileage out of your clothes when you work with clusters. So I'm going to show you what the second cluster looks like and how all of these pieces can work together. Okay, so in the second cluster, I introduced color. I love color, and I couldn't wait to introduce color into this. Typically, I probably would add more pattern as well, but this is a pretty simple cluster. So the 3 tops that I'm adding are this olive green sleeveless silk top, my favorite peplum sleeveless wine colored top, and then another peplum top, this time in hot pink. So those are the 3 tops in the second cluster. The jacket in the second cluster is this knit moto jacket that's got a little bit of trim that pulls in some of the colors that are in my cluster. And then I've got 2 bottoms, and I decided to go with skirts this time. So I have a wine colored knit skirt, and then I have an olive colored pencil skirt. So now that I've brought in actually pretty much no pattern, but I brought in additional color into my cluster, now I've got more outfit combinations because everything in the second cluster goes with everything in the first cluster. So as an example, obviously my peplum top would go really well with my black pants and the black jacket. So you want to kind of play with these combinations and see how many different outfit combinations you can get that you would actually wear, right? So you want these to be combinations that you genuinely love, would genuinely reach for, and would enjoy wearing. So again, you really want to bring your own personality into this through color, through pattern in one segment of that cluster, and through accessories. So you're going to every day, accessorize it, pull the looks together, make them your own by the way that you combine them and the way that you complete them with your choice of accessories, with hair, with makeup, with all the things. So that's really it. I mean, it's such a simple concept. It doesn't even seem that it would be that effective, but I cannot tell you how quickly you can build a wardrobe for any stage of life just using this cluster system. So I'm just going to recap really fast. First thing is to pick a system. This is my cluster system. There are others. I just find this to be the easiest because you're really only looking at 6 pieces being interchangeable at a time, and then you're going to use those as the building block. The second thing is to start with neutrals. Make your first cluster a neutral cluster because that's going to get you the maximum versatility, and it's an easy starter cluster, right? The third is to just pick one element for prints, either jackets, tops, or bottoms, and use prints on just one element and then leave the rest solid so that you've got that versatility and that mix and match ability. The fourth is to create outfits, and you might want to try the outfits on, you might want to model them, you might want to put them on the back of a door and take pictures, but create outfits so that you've got those go-to looks for this new season of life. And then the fifth is to build on that initial cluster with additional clusters. You can add as many as you like, but if you're always keeping in mind as you're acquiring new pieces that you want that ratio of 3 tops, 2 bottoms, and a jacket, and if you keep in mind that you want the next 6 pieces to go with the previous 6 or the previous 12 or the previous 18, then you're really going to be building a wardrobe that is really, really versatile. If you decide that you want to wear a print in a piece that's not your print piece, or you want to wear a color that's outside of the cluster, or you want to wear something that's going to go with some of the pieces in your cluster or in your capsule, but not with all of them, that's fine. Just know that you're going to have fewer outfit options and fewer a little bit less versatility in your wardrobe if you inject really statement-y pieces or a little bit more pattern or a little bit more color. That is totally fine. You have obviously carte blanche to do whatever you want with the system and to make it your own, but really it just means that you're just probably going to end up with slightly fewer outfits. So keep that in mind as you're building your wardrobe using clusters. I have a blog post about this. I'm going to kind of explain it in detail and show you more images of clusters that I have created for different clients, for different coloring, for, and really honestly, one of the easiest ways to approach a cluster is to go to your favorite store and buy coordinated pieces for the season. You don't want to look like a J. Crew ad or a Bowden ad or an Anthropologie ad, but if you're careful about how you select pieces and you make them your own, you can go to a store where everything kind of goes together and build your first cluster there. Especially if you're looking at neutrals, no one's going to be like, oh, she got all of that from Ann Taylor, So go to your favorite store, start there, pick 3 tops, 2 bottoms, and a jacket that all go together, and that can be the foundation for your wardrobe. So I hope that this was helpful. I love sharing really practical and doable things that you can start implementing right away in your own wardrobe, to see results and to see changes and to really just feel like you've got mastery of your wardrobe over 40, right? Because what we're all looking for is just to make this whole style thing effortless and work with our real lives. So if you want more videos like this, please let me know in the comments below. Of course, it makes my day when you hit the subscribe button and the like button, and when you hit the notification bell. I upload new videos every Tuesday and every Friday. It means so much to me, and I love hearing from you guys in the comments. So let me know. Do you want more videos about clusters? Do you want more examples? Do you want more of me modeling clusters? Whatever you want, just let me know in the comments. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.